The Boilermakers ready to put... And here we go. And he's coming out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So now the Braves offense will start this game off with the football. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They are going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, and you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when
EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Purdue Boilermakers and the Braves. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Odom before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds.
Boilermakers will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So now the Braves offense comes onto the field first today. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They're going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, and you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people, and they enjoy moving people against their will. And this unit, man, they're going to pave holes, and this running back's going to get the credit. But make no mistake about it, that line up front paves the way and makes his job so much easier.
Now the play fake. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. And the Braves will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Boilermakers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And this matchup is going to be so much fun to watch because this defense, they're really, really good. And they like to take away what you do best. And a lot of times that means focusing on your number one guy. Palmer, here's a problem. There's two in this offense. So I can't wait to watch how they handle both of these guys that can make big plays and what answers they try to come up with.
I think that's the big question, right? Because it's really hard as a defense to double two guys. And I think if you're on offense here, you want to try and change the picture, change the formation and alignment, use motion, try and confuse this defense, or at least force them to communicate to get the matchup.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the first down. Unloads quickly. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Boilermakers are marching down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it with Gibson. Might have a chance. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. Trying to run, it's Gibson. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, Boilermakers! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Back to throw, it's Kessler. Makes the grab. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. He goes right back to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sends it back in motion. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Swings it out to his running back. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the Braves will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I mean, it's nice to see your QB come out and really establish himself and get in a rhythm early. He had a passing touchdown on the first drive already. Now putting another drive together. He's comfortable. He's got time in the pocket. So far, he really looks like he might be the real deal.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And they swarm him under. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. The Braves will try to get their offense going on this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Schwab. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Holds and fires complete to the right. There he goes. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Wants to throw it. On target. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Braves in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking down the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Wants to throw. It's Kessler. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down. And the Braves will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Braves!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And he tacks on the extra point. He marched 78 yards down the field, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's got his man across the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Delay to the back. It's Gibson. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Gibson.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Trying to get behind the defense. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. The Braves will try to get their offense going on this drive. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Kessler. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Picked off to stop the threat. Bringing it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Caught behind the line. It's Schwab. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure with every win. That makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. This time he's got his man. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Oh, he's got a chance. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Looking to throw, it's Kessler. Just a short pass to the tight end. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Touchdown, Braves! Made the grab in the end zone.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. Inside the 30. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and goal. Off play action. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. The long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box, the play action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Braves will try to get their offense going on this drive. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Kessler. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Reads it, fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Takes it from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Braves will line up to punt it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Keeps it himself. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. To the air, it's Kessler. Got his man on the right. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Schwab. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There's a little room there. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. And the Braves getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Murphy. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Braves are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Finds his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Line getting set on 2nd down. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Got a man, it's Townsend. Jumped on top of the pile. The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Owens. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Townsend. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Boilermakers in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The give on the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Braves will try to get their offense going on this drive. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time.
Snags it, and there's running room. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
To the air, it's Kessler. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his man, it's Murphy. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down in goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. The screen, and watch out. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quick release by the QB.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit on that one.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Kessler. They've got the screen set up. Crosses the 30. Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Murphy. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. To the air on 2nd down. Flips it out to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Braves will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Being chased. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. And the Boilermakers decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Braves will try to get their offense going on this drive. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Back to throw, it's Kessler. Makes the catch. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Braves will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Delayed handoff. It's Gibson. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The give to the left. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. To the air, it's Kessler. Quick completion on the out route. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Braves come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Murphy. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Here's a Heat. Finds space on the right, and they're able to make the tackle. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to take off. Looking for room at the 30. He gets it past the stick, slides to avoid the hit, and the drive stays alive with a fourth down conversion. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him! And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Scanning the field, it's Kessler. Going for 6. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Braves!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Release to the back. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Looking to throw on first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Picks up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Schwab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Back to pass, it's Kessler. Under fire. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with the home team in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the home squad, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. As for your game and an interesting first half, let's take a look at the numbers of note. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
But how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
So now it's second and long. They'll run play action. Gets open down the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And the Boilermakers line up to punt it away. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Braves will try to get their offense going on this drive. Gets the back moving. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Back to throw, it's Kessler. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Pulls it in, it's Murphy. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snags it over the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Slings it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Braves will try to get their offense going on this drive. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. To the air, it's Kessler. They're setting up the screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Braves will line up to punt it away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Pulls and fires complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Braves will try to get their offense going on this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Floats it out in space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Kessler. Hauls it in. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Braves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Robb. Oh, he's got some space. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And the Braves have it in scoring position on first and goal. Flips it out in the flat. Touchdown, Braves! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. No fair catches here, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Kessler. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
How about this defense? This defense is getting after the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. The 3rd sack of the day. Hard to have a good passing attack when your quarterback's trying to throw from his back.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. They don't get nearly enough on 3rd down. 4th down coming from the 48. And the Braves will try to pin them back with the punt. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, give on the inside. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And the Boilermakers decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Wants to bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking for a man. It's Kessler. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Braves will call on their punt team. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Hold and fire complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They're going to open this drive with a pass. blasted as he lets it go. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Kessler. Here comes the heat. Complete in the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Caught in the backfield, it's Schwab. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Braves come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. Past the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick 6. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick 6 if you're on offense.
Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Out of the gun to give to the back. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Kessler. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Floating away. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Braves are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him. Terrific run after the catch, but the question is, will it stand? The flag is out, and let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking downfield is Kessler. Makes the catch, and he will score! Touchdown, Braves! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
This offense has it with really good field position. To the air on first down. A shot toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Braves! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Unloads to the right. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Kessler. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And they get him down. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5. And the Braves look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Right on the money. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Braves! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Dropping back, it's Kessler. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go back to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And it was already tough enough, and that false start just makes matters worse on 3rd and long. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? Absolutely perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They go to the counter. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Under fire. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Great place to start for this offense. To throw, it's Kessler. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Braves. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Braves will try to get their offense going on this drive. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. He'll try it again. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Braves! They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. The give from the gun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Plows through the defense. Could be an alley. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Grabbed behind the line. It's Townsend. And he's dragged down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Terrell. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Boilermakers are flying down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Keeps it on the draw. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space, it's Terrell. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Sweet cut there. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. The option look. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Splits the uprights. Good. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Braves will try to get their offense going on this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Got a man. It's Murphy.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games, so you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.